Welcome to the long overdue December Atari Homebrew Showcase. I know I haven't touched on this stuff, in a long time, and for that I apologize. I've been going through some things, but I'm here now and ready to talk some Atari. And in the last month, I've picked up some pretty cool things that I'm absolutely dying to talk about. And there are some others that I haven't received yet, but I'm still going to point out for completion's sake. So hey, it's been a long time. Let's not dilly-dally and get right into some awesome Atari Homebrew. But first, I want to ask you all to subscribe if you haven't. It literally takes a second, and it would mean so much to the channel. Plus, we're doing a giveaway at 5,200 subscribers, so there might be a prize in it for you down the road. Okay, let's get into some cool Atari Homebrew. Let's talk about some games I've picked up myself, and I'll start with some disappointment first. Not because this game is bad, but because I can't get it to work. Zombie Harvest is available from Reboot Games for download off their Patreon by pledging either $10 a month or paying a one-time flat fee of about $8 American. And the game looks cool. Heck, there's even an awesome high-score challenge over at the Atariage forums with cool prizes. I was looking forward to participating myself, but the ROM doesn't let me move past the title screen. It's a bummer, but if you guys have any ideas on how to fix this, let me know, and I'll circle back on this one. But other people don't seem to have my issues, so maybe it's a rarer me thing, I don't know. Either way, Zombie Harvest is available now, and it's probably worth trying, at least from what I've read on the forums. But moving on to other things and other consoles, the 7800 has had some cool things released this month. Of course, the 7800 Plus and its included games are hitting people's doorsteps, so you can start enjoying Bounty Bob Strikes Back, Space Duel, and several others right now. I personally haven't received mine yet, but it's been shipped. I did receive my copy of Muskie Attack for the 7800 from Video 61 Atari sales. It's also available on the 5200 and XEGS system and its line of computers, but you know I have to go for the 7800 version. And it's a cool homage to Fishing Derby. The real fun is in 2-player, but it can be played alone against the Muskie. And heck, in 2-minute mode you can even catch the Muskie. It won't be for everybody, but I personally feel the presentation is top-notch, and I really like what Video 61 is doing with their physical carts. Beyond that, Gambler, over on Atariage forums, along with another user, released a collection of 7800 homebrew ROMs on some creative carts called Falling Leaves. They glued felt to them, and you could either get a dragon or a pirate-style cart. But what's even cooler is the games themselves. You get things like the 7800 Xevious Star Wars hack, a Pac-Man hack called Pac Nester, a cool drinkology game featuring Elvira called Drunk Witch, and a lot more. Well, mostly text adventures fill out the rest, but there's nothing wrong with that. Overall, I love how dedicated and how passionate Gambler is about the 7800. I don't know if there is any Falling Leaf carts left, but if so, you'll want to grab them fast. It's going to be a neat curiosity for a long time to come. Or you could download the individual ROMs. Most of them are available out there, minus maybe some of the text adventure stuff. Last but definitely not least, the famous Audacity Games and their legion of former Activision employees have released their third 2600 homebrew in Casey's Gold. I have yet to receive my copy, but this is one I've personally been anticipating for a long time. Alien Abduction was fantastic, and I have high hopes for Casey's Gold. Look forward to review here on the channel very soon. But that's really it for stuff that's out now. Let's move on to the coming attractions for a look at some things being worked on as we speak. Let's stay with the 7800 for just a minute longer. I've already talked to death about OPCODE and his 7800 re-releases of Popeye and Moon Cresta on the channel, but he's announced 2 more games for sale. Keystone Koppers for the 7800 and Uniwars for the 7800. Many of you know OPCODE for its ColecoVision releases and its supercharger unit, but they're moving on to the 7800 and are proving to be a great resource for previously removed Atari games. Expected delivery for all these games is March of 2025. I'd also like to give a shout out to Krull on the Atari Network Discord, who is working on a port of Shotgun for the 7800. It's originally a Commodore 64 homebrew game, and this version has even my podcast co-host Vinny's attention. Look forward to seeing more from Krull, aka L12N on Atariage in the future. Reboot Games is announcing a physical run of the famous Dr. Typo's maze game for the Atari Jaguar. You can order now from their website, link in the description, for a limited run cartridge of this latest work in progress from Dr. Typo. But I'm not sure if it's one of those games that's never truly done and always being iterated on, or if this is the true final version. But you can get what they call a mini cart for $45 plus $26 shipping worldwide. You can get additional titles for $4.50 on cartridge if you want to pick up games like Jumping at Shadows Mothline, the Tenenbaugh Collection, Simone, and many more. The more you buy, the cheaper it seems to be, so it might be something you want to look into ASAP. I'm not sure how long these games will be available for. And finally, Captain Barrel, which is being worked on for the Neo Geo, Dreamcast, and other retro platforms, is now being ported to the Atari Jaguar as well. It looks to be a 2D platforming style game, and it has a pretty cool art style that is somewhat similar to, maybe Super Mario World for the SNES? I don't know, something like that, but it looks really good to me. I'll have a link to the Atariage thread in the description where you can follow along on the progress and get updates on releases, whether they be physical or digital. But with all that said, it's time for our feature presentation. This month, I wanted to give the Atari 5200 some love, and there are some great games, homebrews, and unreleased prototypes available for the console. It truly is underappreciated, and I wish there wasn't so much going against the Super System, because a lot of people are missing out on games like Adventure 2, this month's featured game. It's available over on Atariage, and it's very much worth picking up, especially if you're a fan of the original. This game keeps elements of the original game, including the main premise and goal of collecting a chalice and bringing it home to your castle. But you have some brilliant graphical upgrades, some added challenges, and cool secrets that you can unlock, if you remember what year the original adventure released in. You can change the difficulty level to increase the challenge as you get better and better at the game, and it makes for longevity that you might not initially expect from the game. The 5200 doesn't get a whole lot of love, unfortunately, but I think games like this one, and things like Magical Fairy Force, really show off what this console can do, with a little dedication and a lot of love. I have a full review of Adventure 2 that I did a year ago linked in the description, if you want to watch it. But if you have a 5200, then check out the fabulous homebrew and unreleased stuff from Atariage, of course, but also the awesome unique games from Video 61 Atari sales and the Protos and ports over at gooddealgames.com. Links to everything in the description. Okay guys, that's it for this long overdue homebrew update here on the Atari Network. But now, I want to know what you guys think. Are these games worth picking up and playing? Are there other projects and titles that you're looking forward to? Or titles that should be covered on the channel? And what games or developers should we feature in the next homebrew showcase? Let me know about all this and more down in the comments below. And please, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever we upload. I also have social media over on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. Look for links in the description, or search for the Atari Network on your favorite social media outlets. And check out the Discord server. Right now we're running a high score challenge for the Atari 7800 games of Dark Chambers, Asteroids, and Food Fight. It's going on until December 14th, so make sure you join the Discord, follow the rules in the video announcement, again, in the description, and post those high scores for a chance to win a one-of-a-kind Atari 7800 cartridge. I'd also like to thank the following classy Atarians for supporting us with YouTube memberships and on Patreon. Thanks to them, we were able to do this giveaway, along with many other upgrades and features to the channel. I couldn't do this without their support, and I appreciate it more than I could ever truly say. So thank you all, and you can support us too over at patreon.com/7800progamer. And with all that, it's time to wrap up this edition of the Homebrew Showcase. I've been the 7800 Pro Gamer, an adventurer who traveled across distant lands to find only the best Atari cartridges in the world, and I hope to see you all in the next video. And until then, remember to stay classy, Atarians.